Hello. So I'll be, like I said, today is a Q&A, so it will be whatever questions you guys have, I will be here to answer them. So I have no plans, nothing specific that I want to share, but I will be answering all of your questions as much as I can. So, hi, who is here? Can you please type and leave it in the chat and tell me who's here and where you are watching from? Ah, New Jersey, Anthony Ryan. Nice to have you here, Anthony. All right. So, who else? We had a few people click in here, but I guess they got shy and left. So, a few more people just joined. Where are you guys watching from? I'm also testing this time. I don't know if this is a good time for you guys because it's 10 p.m. for me, and I know it's 10 a.m. for you in New Jersey also. So I'm trying to figure out if it's actually a good time for live streams also, or if I'd have to stay up at 2 in the morning, you know. All right, so Jeff is here from Australia. So it's not Jonathan. Jonathan is here from New York City. Welcome. Tammy is from Georgia. Okay. And part-time traveling family. You guys are in London. Are you guys are you guys coming to Bali? Oh, there you go. Yeah. Coming to Bali in June. All right. Yeah, I think you probably left me a comment, I think. And we have somebody from Japan. What time is it in Japan actually? I have no. You're probably like an hour or two from me as far as time zone. All right. And so, is it true that the villas have gone up? Yes. Yes. Actually, that is one of my video ideas at least, that I've put down, that I probably was going to do a video about the prices, because it's been crazy here the last. Let me show you. Let me just. Okay. Have you seen? Who was it that asked? Tammy. If you haven't seen my last video, just check out the shortcut. The short When I'm writing on the shortcut, you will see how many people more or less. And that day, actually, it was not that bad. And the very next day, let me give you an idea what it really looked like. So here. So this was the shortcut one day after I published that video. You can see all this traffic. And if you watch that video, the last video I did, which was basically a tour of Canggu, it was basically I was riding smoothly during the whole time. And before, if you didn't know, like years ago, not even years ago, like 6 months ago, the shortcut was some bricks on the floor, and all the bricks had fallen off to the rice fields. So when cars and bikes were riding, a brick would slip under you and you would end up in the rice field. So there are a lot of pictures that I used to laugh at, unfortunately, when I was watching videos about Bali, and they fixed it a few months ago. So now it's very smooth. And I had not experienced any traffic on that shortcut since. But since Bali opened up in March, I think March 7th was when they officially opened up for everywhere not everywhere, but they opened up with, less requirements so people could actually flood into Bali. So, yeah, so many. It's like 3 times, and visibly you can see it in the streets. 3 times more people here in Bali. yeah, for over the last few weeks. And every time I meet somebody now, I ask them, "Hey, nice to meet you. Where are you from? How long have you been in Bali?" I'm expecting something like 1 year, 2 years, and they tell me, "Oh, I've been here for 3 days or 1 week." And I get that almost every day. So yeah, people are landing here on a record basis. So hi, Mike from Vancouver. What's better, Da Nang or Bali? I'm headed to Da Nang in July. Ooh, that question has been asked so much, and I'm always hesitant to answer that. Uh, but basically, I did a video about that, and it it was 50-50 for a long time. Now, recently, and there are pros and there are cons about each one of those places. But I have to say, recently, I have really sensed the potential, not potential, but Vietnam is actually currently open, but it's only for a 30-day visa. So we don't really want to go there for only 30 days. So that's why I'm not heading there. And you don't even need to, well, I'm not going to say that on a video because they might flag the video, but you don't need to take the shot. So anybody, when I say anybody can go there. Um, but it's only 30 days. So you get it on arrival. But yeah, so right now, my heart has been calling me to go to Da Nang again. At least go there and see, and now be able to compare having been in both places. And yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's 50-50 still a little bit. I don't know. What do you think? Huh? Yeah, yeah. The apartments we missed. Uh, yeah, here is like a lot of guest houses unless you get your own private villa, which is definitely much higher as far as the price and the food. Yeah, Christina's giving me all the reasons she misses Vietnam right now. The food, the we like Bali, but still. Yeah, they yeah, if both places were open, I don't know where we would be currently. 50-50. It's 50-50. Rainy season is coming. But we will go to Vietnam when it's really open for a longer. I'm waiting for like a longer visa, maybe at least like 6 months to a year, because I used to get 1 year visas before the whole pandemic. So I hope it'll get back to that point, and then I would like to go to Vietnam and see how I feel compared to Bali at that point. Because when we came to Bali, we kind of had no choice. We had to leave Da Nang. But now I would be able to make a real decision based on my experience with both. You need to do why Bali, like did the why Vietnam? Well, yeah, I should. So how much longer will you be in Bali? Yeah, so that goes the same. As long as they keep giving me a new visa, I will. I just renewed my visa for another 5 months, um, because you never know when they might change the rules. So currently, we're here until this visa expires, and then if they renew it for us, we'll renew it again. If they don't, then we'll have to find another place to go, kind of like we had to do for Vietnam. So, all right, so we're staying on the island for 1 month. Would you suggest we picked a base or stayed in different parts of the island? If you're only staying a month, I would say definitely go around. Stay in Canggu, stay in Ubud, stay in Nusa Dua and Uluwatu. Different experiences, very different experiences in each of them. So yeah, definitely I would recommend you check out many different locations. Even like Kintanami, back up there by the mountains, I would recommend you go camping there maybe. Um, so, do you already have plans to go to another country or island? We do not. Uh, so, unlike a lot of travel channels on YouTube, we, if you haven't noticed, are not traveling that much. We live abroad, but we don't really travel as much as we would probably like to. But even then, we're not the backpacker type of people. So we like slow travel. So if we were to move to a different location, every once in a while it would be at least like maybe once every month we would be somewhere different. But none of that. Every few weeks we're somewhere different. So do you already have rental prices gone up? Yes. So exactly. Rental prices have definitely gone up a bit. Like I said, I probably will do a video about that sometime soon. But yeah, I have friends who have been displaced already, because now they're literally, some places are not even doing monthly rentals anymore. They're doing it on a daily rate. So if you want to stay for 30 days, you'll have to pay the daily rate times 30. So which usually is a lot more. And so the other day we actually were looking for another bike, um, and we went okay, usually, so the guy that I rent the bike from, the first time I went there, his office was full of bikes. There were at least 20 bikes in there parked, okay, during the whole pandemic a few months ago. The last 2 weeks ago, we were trying to change our bike. So we went around basically Canggu looking for somewhere to rent a bike, and we could not find one. All the people that I had talked to in the past, I messaged them saying, hey, do you have this type of bike? I would like, or what bikes do you have available? And one of the guys laughed at me, and he's like, man, like, I wish I had more money to buy more bikes, because there are no bikes available right now, and nobody is able to find bikes for rent now because so many people here. So basically, the prices are definitely gonna go up, and so yeah. So, do you need a visa for Jakarta? So not just Jakarta, for Indonesia. Just get your visa for Indonesia, and then you can go anywhere you want. You can go to Lombok, you can go to Bali, Jakarta, anywhere in Indonesia. But yes, you do need a visa. You can get one when you arrive here. I believe they have a visa on arrival. So yeah. Do you have a top 5 things to do that can't be missed in Bali? Ooh. Well, well, that caught me off guard. I didn't have that already. But okay, let's see. Huh. Well, if you ever wanted to try surfing, this is the place to do it. All right. If you ever wanted to try it. If you don't care about surfing, then yeah, don't worry about that. What else? Island hop. What? Diving? Yes, diving. They have manta rays here. If you don't know what a manta ray is, it's like a big stingray, and they are very docile animals, so they're not gonna bite you. But you can actually go swim with them. They look like this underwater, and they're huge. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I think they can be about 25 feet wide. So they're very big. So that's definitely one of the things that we did that was very impressive. We went to try to see them next to Nusa Penida, but we did not see them. In fact, I did record a video about that day, but I never published it. Maybe I'll edit it. The trying to find mentor rays video. But yeah, since we never actually saw them, which that was the whole point of the video, trying to find them, we never saw them. So I kind of felt like there's no reason for me to make that video, but maybe I'll do it. So, Xin Chao. Uh, so you speak some Vietnam. Oh, Tuga. Ha. Yeah, Tuga is in Vietnam. Are you still in Vietnam? Yeah. So Tammy says, I'm coming in August for my birthday for a month. With 3,000 for 1 month? $3,000? Yeah. Well, I don't know for how many people. If it's just for you, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we if you saw our cost of living video, we spend maybe like, let's say like 1,500 for the two of us. But if you're going to be traveling, you're probably going to be spending a bit more on accommodation. Yeah, yeah. So you can go to a resort for a night or two, and travel around for, yeah. $3,000, yeah, you can do a lot with that. Are you learning much Indonesian? Have you? I heard it's one of the easiest languages for native. Whew. Coming from Vietnam, I believe it is one of the easy ones. But I have not, to be honest, done a lot of. Um, I have not learned much of it. So I guess it's probably because everybody I've met speaks English, so it hasn't become a necessity. And I know three and a half languages, I'd say, at this point. French. If you guys don't know, English is actually my third language. So my first and second languages are French and Creole. I'm from Haiti. And then I learned English when I was probably around 11, 12 years old. And then living in Miami for 14 years, all I heard is Spanish. So I picked up on some things in Spanish. So I can understand quite a bit. I'm not fluent, but I can understand quite a bit and say, I can order myself some food. You need to tell them how to say this. Yeah, we went to Colombia once and we probably would have starved because everywhere was closed and we needed to get some food. So I had to dig deep and find some. So yeah. Um, Great question. How long are you going to do this? And do you ever see yourselves living the normal 9 to 5 in the US? Okay, so great question. I've actually got that question before. And how long are we going to do this? What is this to you? Because I think a lot of people see us as like we're on a trip, an extended trip. We are not. We decided to leave the US and go live abroad. So we are home currently. We're currently in Bali, but Bali is currently our home. We don't have a plan. If Bali says, okay, you cannot stay here any longer, then we'll probably start looking for another place to go to. Maybe Vietnam, back to Vietnam if it opens up. If it's not open, then we would consider, I don't know, Thailand. We live abroad. So this is not a short term plan for us. This is our life. And we are living every day. I mean, we work online. It's not like we saved up money and we're traveling until our money runs out. We make our money online so that we can continue to live this life. And we have no plans of, ending this at some point in like 2, 3 years. This was never supposed to be a short-term thing. So I hope that makes sense. So, the first thing I have to say is what I'm doing now is what you are doing probably where you are. So if you're not currently traveling and let's say you're home in New York, I don't know where you're currently from, Jonathan, or yeah, but if you are currently home in your country and you feel like, okay, this is home, this is how I feel here. This is home right now. So, huh? Yeah, so so like I said, we used to live in Miami for 14 years, but I'm from Haiti originally. So living in Miami technically was, was kind of a trip for us, for me too, an extended trip. But I ended up staying for 14 years. So Miami was my second location. Vietnam was my third location. Bali is currently the fourth that I've actually made a home base. All right. I hope that makes sense. So yeah. So how long we plan to do this? This is just regular day-to-day life for us. All right. So thanks for asking this because I've got this a few times already. So um, please tell your beautiful wife that I say hi. You want to say hi? Hi. I don't know if she was ready for the camera today. No? Okay, so you can hear her voice. She says hi. Hi. So, any recommendations on how to find a monthly stay in Canggu right now? You can find monthly stays. It will be much harder to find a bike for rent than it is to find monthly stays. Yes, many. I mean, yeah. Even the place that we, if you haven't seen my last video that it was a villa tour where we had to move out. Even that place still has rooms available currently, but uh, yes. So Facebook. So Christina just told me to tell you Facebook is a good place for you to look and search for accommodation right now. That's basically the best place for you to find an agent that will take you around. But yes, it's very possible. You can walk in the streets here and find guest houses anywhere or villas and just walk in and you'll probably find a room. So guest house, if you guys don't know, is a place that has many different rooms and you share the pool, the common area, and the kitchen. But there are many rooms. If there are so many of those, you'll always find something there. Private villa is a bit different. It's a bit, harder to find those, but you can post on Facebook and write your budget, say what you're looking for. Maybe you have two friends who want to rent a 3-bedroom private villa with you, and then tell the agent, okay, you're looking for a 3-bedroom private villa. Your budget is this. I don't know, maybe $1,000 a month for a 3-bedroom that you guys share. That would be like $333 per person. So you can do many things. Just post on the Facebook groups. Just look on Facebook, type Bali accommodations, Bali, I don't know, expats in Bali, all those groups. You can just type for villa for rent and you'll find a lot of options and a lot of agents that are willing to help you. So I'm a chef. Will it be difficult to get a work visa? Work visa. Okay, so if you find a restaurant that you want to work for, they can sponsor you. That's not hard to do. You just have to, find the restaurant that wants to hire you and sponsor you. If you want to start your own business, you can do that too. You can come to Bali with the intention of starting your own business. So you can come here and then find an agent. I kind of recommend an agent. You can do it all by yourself, but I've found that it can be a little complicated and can be easier for you to just pay an agent to handle that for you. But yeah, you can still start your own business here and they can help answer all the questions about everything you'll need. But yeah, it's possible. So yes, Vietnam is open, but only for 30 days. That's the thing. That's why I'm not heading there yet, because if we go to Vietnam, we don't really want to stay for only 30 days. So I'm currently being patient. Hopefully in the next few months, they will release a longer term visa. Then I would love to go back there. So yes, Peter, I would go back, at least to see if I feel the same way I did, because I loved it. I loved it. Da Nang, not just Vietnam. I did not care about living in Saigon or Ho Chi Minh. It's like big city, a lot of traffic, high rises. I love Da Nang, the beach town there. All right. If there's another city I think I might enjoy like Da Nang, it would be Nha Trang. And Phu Quoc. Yes, that was an island that we went to. Ooh, man, we had so much fun. Yeah. So, huh? Wait, you guys cannot hear me? Okay, you obviously can hear me because somebody somebody said, "Who are you talking with back there?" I'm talking. Come here. No. I'm talking to Christina, my wife. Come on. Hi guys. No. Huh? It's okay. No. Just come in, like, just put the tip of your head. But they want to see at least who I'm talking to. Hi. That's Christina. She has a YouTube channel also, Christina Clesca. So that's my wife, Christina. We've been together for 13 years and married for 5 years. And she's, yeah, you were in my videos a lot more in the beginning in Vietnam. Yeah, a lot of people think she's just my girlfriend, or some people thought she was my sister. But yeah. So, okay. So two guys still in Vietnam. All right. Hey, no problem. Part-time traveling family. Français et l'espagnol, c'est plutôt la même. Bon, yeah, yes. So he's saying that French and Spanish are more or less the same. There are a lot of words that can be understood by the other language, but no, like if a French person starts speaking to somebody who speaks Spanish, they will not understand anything, to be honest. But yeah, so thank you, Paul. Is this Paul? Like, no. Paul, no, somebody said Paul. Paul says Ralph smiles more than basically any human I know. Love it. Well, yeah, I tend to be in a good mood all the time. You know, it's not just for the camera. I do. My best friend actually told me this once in Miami. He said, you know, I've never seen you in a bad mood. And Christina says, yeah, she can agree with that. She hasn't really seen me in a good. Yeah, the reason why she I sparked that fire in her when she saw me for the first time was because all the guys that were around were always macho and like had to be serious all the time, and she said that this guy just showed up and was smiling and said hi to all her friends, and that was attractive to her. So I guess, yeah, I guess I don't have to stop. Yeah, working online is the best. I mean, there are so many, even if you don't, I think a lot of people are afraid of working online because they think, okay, you have to start your own business, and people are afraid of starting a business because of the failure rate of having your own business. But you can apply for jobs online. Like you can, if you have, okay, if you already have a social media account and you're already doing that, you can actually apply for a social media manager positions on Upwork, Indeed. You can even go on LinkedIn and look for jobs there. If you have some design skills, you can, you request jobs on Upwork to create designs for people. I know this girl, she just edits pictures. So she works with a brand that has bikinis and clothing, and they take pictures of models all the time, and every day they send her a bulk of pictures, and she just has to go on Photoshop and edit those pictures. And that's all she's doing. She's just editing. And you can teach ESL also currently. So I know you guys knew that I used to teach English online while we were still in Vietnam. But and when once we got to Bali, a lot of those companies shut down because China had put this new regulation, so we couldn't teach with the same companies anymore. But those same parents still want to have their kids learn English. So if you're willing to maybe start doing one-on-one teaching, you can make a lot more money because those parents have money. The Chinese parents have a lot of money. If you know how much they were paying for those courses, for example, I think I heard something upwards of like $3,000 for a package of, I don't remember how many classes, but like maybe 12 or 20 sessions. And so imagine you could probably be charging those parents $50 for 1 hour, and they would happily pay it. So, if you wanted to be nice, you could charge 30 or 40. And this is great price for them for one-on-one personalized, teaching for their kid to learn English with a, Western English or, speaking person. This is a great deal for them and a great deal for you. So there's still a lot of things you can do with, the less risk than starting your own business, which might require some capital to start and all that. So, yeah. Huh? Yeah. So one of the things that we do is you should, why don't you just come here? I don't know how you don't know these things that we do. You don't say. I know what we do. So, okay. So my creative director here is saying that one of the things that we also do is we sell merch on Amazon currently. Well, we've had that for 3 years or more. So 3 years ago, we created a bunch of designs, you know. Well, so 3 years ago, we started creating designs, and we would basically upload the PDF of a design onto the Amazon website. All right. Amazon themselves has those mock images of people with a shirt on, and they would just paste that image on that shirt. All right. So it looks like a model is wearing that shirt with the design that I just uploaded. All right. And once the person orders, then Amazon goes ahead and they start printing that shirt. They print it, they print it, and then they ship it to you. So it's called print on demand. So basically, you have zero cost. So if you are doing the design yourself, and it doesn't have to be a crazy design, it could just be a text based. All right. So
and you can do it with shirts, and I'm also doing it with
mugs,
now.
like
no, but I'm doing the in KDP now. So there's merch by Amazon. There's also KDP, which is Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, which I also do that as well. So there's a lot of ways that you can start with no money to start, because you just create your own design and upload them. Amazon ships it and prints it when somebody buys.
So okay, so so what I just opened here that makes Christina happy is because this week was actually not a bad week for us. So that's something that we have not touched in almost 3 years. We did the work, we uploaded, every day we would maybe do like 5 designs. So we have like a few hundred t-shirts uploaded currently. And each design, you upload one design, you can put it on different, like 7 different products. You can put it on a hoodie. You can just copy and paste it to a t-shirt. It's one button, and you say, okay, upload it to a, they call it pop sockets, the little thing you put your fingers to hold the phone when you're holding it.
So there's
baby
premium,
onesies.
There's premium, they're basic. There's
Yes.
also the workout shirts.
Yeah, so you can have workout shirts.
There's the hoodie. There's the zipper hoodie.
In the future, they might have yoga pants that you can also take the same design. They already have it. Yes. So this, like I said, we uploaded a few hundred designs years ago, and still today they're selling on Amazon. And we do nothing. All we did was we went on, I don't know, it could have been on Canva that we created a design. It was on a company called Merchant Former at the time.
Yes, I still use it.
Yes. So
I'm the one who does it. That's why it's Merchant Former. I still use it. I also use BookBolt if you guys want to do the notebooks. So you can do notebooks or you can do T-shirts, different ones. So Kindle Publishing, merch by Amazon, and
okay. So let me finish. So basically, so we did this work 3 years ago. Well, you still do.
I go on it and I update the prices and I update stuff like that from time, but I don't create shirts.
Yeah, so we haven't been uploading shirts this year or anything, but so this week alone we sold 42 shirts. Okay, in the US you can see there's different marketplaces. So in the US we sold 42 shirts, and we made $80 this week just with designs that we uploaded years ago that we don't even remember. All right. So that's something you could do. And if you're actively working on creating designs every day, currently, if you're a designer, you could make a lot more money, because you could have 1,000 designs up when we only have a few hundred. So, and for living out here in Asia, if you're a single person, $500-$600, you could make it happen.
I thought this was from yesterday.
No, that's from this week.
Yesterday was
No, yeah, wait. Oh, yeah, no, yesterday we got, no, it wasn't from yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So, am I going to teach English online for a long term? I currently am not teaching English currently since I've been here. The company has shut down, so I had not taught English recently. So Glory said, "Hey, what is this? Glory? Well, because we just met a Glory recently, so I'm trying to find out if it is that Glory. But a Glory says hi to you.
Me?
Yes.
Hi,
Haitzina. Huh. Maybe it is her. I don't know. So who is your best friend in Bali? My best friend, my best friend actually just left. He just left, man. That's the thing with traveling. You meet people, and you click so fast, and you become such good friends, and then next thing you know, boom, they might have to leave. Let me see if I can find a picture. Because he just left. Actually, I put a picture of him in my last video there. Wait, where is he? But his name was Marco. His name was Marco. We where's the sun? Ah, there you go. There. So that's Marco right here. That was the day he was leaving. That we went to say goodbye to him. So yeah, man, we met at a pool tournament that I was playing, and that day, like, we just click. It just, in Vietnam, my best friend was Boss Bogdan. He actually might come to Vietnam, to Bali soon. So if he comes here, I'll show you guys who he is in the videos. But that was Marco. He's from Sweden. He just went back last week. But yeah, we just clicked, and so almost every day after that we hung out. So so yeah, we would go to coffee shops together and work together. Yeah, it's just one of those. You're just on the same frequency. He's always smiling all the time, like me. Very easygoing. We don't have to focus and think about too much. It's just like, hey, where are you working today? Oh, I'm thinking about going there. You want to come? Yeah, let's go. We did a lot of activities just like that. So yeah. Huh. So I want to ask, what is Bali like since? Hey, yeah. So I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but Bali has been busy, busy. I was showing you guys the picture, what it was like. If you saw my last video, the tour that I did of Bali, this is what it currently was like this week. Where is it? Here. So this is the shortcut that I showed in my video that I was riding smoothly on. This is what it was like yesterday. That was like, it took like 30 minutes to get from one side to another. And in that video, if you watch my tour video, it took me maybe 5 minutes to cross the whole thing. And yesterday it was like 30 minutes long. I didn't go, but my friends took that picture, and I was so happy I was not there. So hey, Joseph, we met in. You look, yeah. I remember you. Yes, you were at Brian's house. Brian from Chiang Mai. Yeah, I remember you. we played games. Yeah, that's the thing with traveling. You meet so many people. So, so somebody said, I was there last year in November and used Airbnb and found really good places. Yeah, you can. Yeah, so a lot of people looking for accommodation, you can look for them on Airbnb. So if you're just moving into Bali, you can just find somewhere in Airbnb for like a few days, and then you can talk to them privately and see if you can get, a more local price. But because the Airbnb prices are definitely much higher than if you just talk to them in person. So would you consider somewhere in Thailand next? Yeah. That's, it's not something at the top of the list currently, because we don't plan to leave Bali currently until, maybe Vietnam opens up completely, with a better long-term visa. But if not, then yeah, I could see Thailand being an option. So yes. So yes, I didn't get into all the details of the visa for, I think, for the person who says you're a chef and you were wondering if you could get a work visa. Yes, it's called Kitas here. But basically, the process, the paperwork that you'll need to do in order for you to stay here long term as a chef, you can do it, basically. Can I work as a sumo wrestler in Bali? So my friend currently is at a fight right now. What's his name? Jerry. Yeah, he. So I'm gonna give him a little shout out right now. Here, this is on his Instagram currently. That's like 1 hour ago. He's at a fight right now. It's called M. Yeah, something. But can you work? Huh. Okay, so that's a different question. Can you work as a sumo wrestler? I have not heard of sumo wrestlers here. So maybe you could start it. I would watch it. Actually, that's something I would love to watch. So, yeah, yeah. Canggu definitely a lot more than most other places. So if you want to go to Sanur or even Uluwatu might be packed too because it's very popular there. But even Ubud may be packed also. Yeah, yeah. Everywhere is gonna be packed, but Canggu is the most popular out of all of them. So yes. Eh, what does Vietnam have that Bali doesn't? Okay, nice open roads that when I'm riding in my lane, I don't have to worry about a car, squeezing in. Because, that's one thing I realized. So around Canggu specifically. So if you get on the main road, yes, it'll be much better. But here in Canggu, you won't see like the line in the middle of the street. All right. Everybody's on the left because you ride on the left side here, and the other side is on the other side. And if a car is coming, you just squeeze as much as you can so they don't get your knee. That's that's basically how it works here in Canggu. Now, once you get on the main road and you go, if you're riding to the mountains like in Quintanami, it's such a nice ride. If you're going to Uluwatu, you'll take the main road that passes by the airport that has, two lanes on each side with nice plants in the middle. So unless you're in those areas, Canggu specifically is probably the worst as far as traffic. And I miss that about Vietnam. Something else, food. At the beginning, I thought, man, Indonesian food is so delicious. But then I realized Vietnam has more variety. So at some point, you start to want some other stuff. But it's not a deal breaker. So I wouldn't say it's not good to be in Bali because of it, because there are all those Western restaurants here. So you can go to Pizza Hut if you want to. There's McDonald's, there's Burger King. Now, I'm not recommending you go to those places, specifically the fast food places, but there are Western restaurants that make really good. There's this new restaurant I just found here in Bali that makes the best pasta I've ever had. It's called Pasta Dealer. Oh man. I let Christina taste that thing one night when I had like one bite left, and she had to order it the same night. And so Charles says hi. Yeah, a lot of people actually think so too. And I didn't. At first, I thought, man, like the food here tastes so much better. Like there's so much more flavor. But after a while, you want more options because it's basically the same thing every day. It does taste amazing, but you want more than the same noodle or the rice, the nasi they call it. Yeah, you start to want some more variety. So, j'ai visité Phuquoc en 2019. I visited Phuquoc in 2019. It was always hot. Man, the heat is no joke in Vietnam. Actually, surprisingly, in Bali during the summer, it's actually so nice here. I'd say it was kind of fresh a lot of the times. So, but in Vietnam, you cannot breathe. It's like 40 degrees Celsius. What is 40 degrees Celsius? Hmm? What is 40 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Whoa! So quite a few days in Vietnam, it was 104 degrees Fahrenheit for you guys in the West. So you can imagine it was hot. Like you see the smile on my face. This is the closest thing to taking it out of my face and putting me in a bad mood. The heat just you. Oof. But hey, I still loved it there. Like you go to the beach, you stay inside in the AC. But it was definitely burning. When am I going to South Korea? I would like to at some point. I don't know when, but I would like to. Miami also. We lived in Miami, so we're used to the heat. Um, so yeah, we will. There are many opinions. Like both are delicious foods. Do you invest in stock? If yes, what are the companies? So so we do not do trading. We we so I have to say we don't have that habit of investing every month currently, but we have invested into some companies. Christina has invested into some mutual funds and index funds. All right. I've recently started putting some money into some crypto, but not all of our money, obviously. But like I said, it has not been a regular thing for us, and we definitely need to make investing more regular habit. So yeah, and I could not tell you what companies we had Christina had invested in.
But they're mutual funds, so it's.
Yeah,
I just followed
yeah,
Ramsey.
yeah. So what else? Huh. That's the reason why I followed. The smile is the winner. Great, thank you. You're welcome. Eh, I'm selling all my things and currently getting out of the US and do what you're doing. You motivated me. Hey, you will not, I try not to make promises to people to kind of like manage expectations, or I try not to oversell. So I've learned that it's best to under promise and over deliver. But I will tell you, you will not regret it. This is as close to making a promise as I can get. You will probably not want to go back wherever you're coming from. So, how can you stay longer than 6 months in Bali? Um, Things have changed, but when I first got here, I got here using the B211A visa. That one initially was good for 6 months. And then after the 6 months is over, I renewed. I just had to go to the immigration, get my fingerprints and my pictures taken, and I got another 5 months. A new visa for 5 months. When that ends, I think there's a possibility I can just go back to the immigration office and get another one for 5 months. I don't know how it's gonna be by that time though. So things are changing almost every week now. So we're still waiting to see how things turn out. So yeah. But if you use the company that I used, it's called Bali Solve. You can find them on Instagram. They have updates there all the time about visa stuff. So you can find updates there and ask them any questions you'd like about the current situation. So, um, good question. Jack White, I'm a voiceover artist moving to Bali. Is there a good co-working place that has studios or acoustically treated rooms? They have La Galeria.
No, the one that's in Urawa, Pendagrawa.
Galeria. All the way in the back. You walk in,
Right there. Yeah.
you walk in the back. Yeah. It's like La Galeria. All right. It's a mall here. I think they have a co-working space in the back. I think they have it, but a lot of co-working spaces here have rooms like conference rooms, but you have to reserve it. So I don't know if it's something I don't know how many hours you would need to work every day, but maybe you can rent it for like 2 hours a day or 3 hours. I don't know if they have a limit, but they do have rooms for conference. Now, acoustically treated rooms. Now I know a little bit about that because I used to record music at my house when I was in Miami. I had my own little home studio. I don't know. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that personally, but I'm sure you could probably find. Huh?
It says that it does, but it's I don't know if it's called like that in here. It's the one that has the
Uh,
arrow.
okay, yes. Anyway, look for it. LA space GALERIA. All right. There is a mall here, and inside that mall in Birawa, they have a co-working space in the back, and Christina says she believes they have that there. Yeah, yeah. Because I think you can go and record like
Yeah, it's amazing.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So I watch your videos on my morning walks. Great content. Thank you, well, I don't want to mess up. Sulub, thank you very much. Do you have editing courses online? I currently do not have a course, but I am currently working on my own coaching program currently, which will have editing um, as part of the coaching program. So the coaching program that I'm working on is going to be one-on-one for people who have a product or service or just want to learn how to drive traffic or grow a YouTube channel. And it will be from the curriculum that I've created so far, because I'm in the beta phase right now where I'm working with my beta clients, and then I'll launch to the public in a few months. But currently, it's looking like it will be about 3 months, so 12 weeks to really dive deep and start from scratch. So if you have no knowledge about anything, you need to understand how YouTube works to knowing what it takes to grow successful channel and being able to monetize that channel. This I will be offering one-on-one training, a one-on-one private coaching in the near future. But no, I do not have any courses yet, but that is a good idea. So once I have gone through and worked with clients and have the proven system, then I will package that knowledge and put it into a course. But I think it's better to start with one-on-one, because then I can get live feedback and not just record a bunch of video training and then find out that, okay, maybe this system was not, the person didn't really need that information. So I get live feedback, and I can put really what I think will get you the results that you really need once I've gone through the whole thing with what? Tamora? Tamora Gallery? That's the name? Huh. Christina says Tamora Gallery. TAMORA Gallery. You sure it's that mall? Okay. All right. So yeah. So eventually in the future, a glass of beer. uh, so Demon Time says, love your videos. I'm trying to go to Bali in February. What are some hidden costs to actually get there? Also, I remember Marco. You beat him even though he played better than in practice. What was that video? Oh, ping pong. Yes. Yeah. In my last video where I talk about my secret hobby, I had a ping pong tournament, and Marco was there. And yeah, I did, and unfortunately have to play him, and I beat him. But yes. So what are some hidden costs for getting there? I don't think there are hidden costs. You'll need to pay for a visa. You'll need to buy your ticket. You'll need, maybe the most hidden thing was not knowing up front for us that we needed a return ticket. So you'll need to buy. There are ways you can look on Google, which I will not be disclosing, how to get a return ticket for cheap. All right. You can look on Google and you can do that. But what we did is we bought a ticket, all right, to Singapore. And that's what we presented to the counter. In order for it, we found out like when we were about to get on the plane, and then while we were on the, it was pretty stressful day. If you guys want to find that, it's called the most stressful day of my life or something. It was pretty stressful. But we got there, and then we found out we needed a return ticket, so we had to buy that ticket right away and then show it to them, and that's how we got on the plane. So, whoa. Do you think so? All right. So somebody with an interesting name, I'll post it for you guys to read. Is it a requirement I will not be saying it because that can get this video flagged. So I will not be saying a lot of the words you just mentioned. Um, but is it required for international travel? Currently, to Bali, yes. To Vietnam, no. That's one thing that Vietnam actually removed. So I'm assuming a lot of people will be uh, going to Vietnam soon because of that. So yeah, but everywhere else, I think is still I think Costa Rica is not requiring it. My brother actually lives there. Vietnam is not requiring it. Mexico is not. So not all international travel, but Bali currently yes. Because Vietnam was one of the most strict countries during the whole pandemic, the fact that they have removed that requirement tells me potentially a lot of other countries in Asia might be following that. So we'll see. So, do I have plans to go to Sumba? I have no idea where Sumba is. Let me see. Sumbawa? Sumbawa is an island. Hmm. I know Sumbawa, but Sumba seems to be in another island. Huh. Well, I would like to. I don't know if Sumba and Sumbawa are the same. If it is, yeah, yeah. My friend is actually in Sumbawa surfing currently, and it looks very nice. So I'd love to. So, um, I have not visited Indonesia that much. No, I have been to Nusa Penida, Nusa Chinengen, Nusa Lembongan, which I have a video there. You can find it. It was my first time surfing in Indonesia. I recommend you watch that video. It was such a fun trip. And I definitely recommend that you check out Nusa Lembongan and Nusa Penida. It was actually really nice. Aside from just, being very Instagrammable, it was very, very chill and we really enjoyed the time there. And also, one thing I found about traveling, it's also about who you meet. Like the friends that you make at that place will change your perspective. Like if you go somewhere by yourself and don't meet anybody and are trying to figure everything out by yourself, your experience will be very different than if you found some local friends and explored and learned the local things to do with somebody else. So, Mike, you speak French? Huh. Well, Mike says basically we love living next to the beach. I just realized we were both born, me and Christina were both born and raised in Haiti. Basically, that's close to the beach. Then we moved to Miami. That's a beach city. And then we moved to Vietnam, right next to the beach. And then now we're in Bali, right next to the beach. The only place that we were more than 30 minutes away from the beach was Miami. We had to ride, depending on the traffic, maybe 25 or 40 minutes to get to the beach there where we live. Because we didn't live on South Beach specifically. We lived a little bit more inland. But everywhere else, yeah, my house in Haiti is literally 5-10 minutes I can get to the water. Yeah, so yeah. Now it's not the popular place to go to the beach there. Like there are some areas that people go to that are more like 30-40 minutes away. But I could get to the beach and the water from my house in 10 minutes. So um, how can you get I don't think any 1 year visas are available currently. Even for me, I've had a 6 month visa, and then I got a new one for 5 months, and got another potentially get another one for 5 months. But no, 1 year visa, I got that in Vietnam, but that was before the pandemic, and then they stopped it, and it was monthly. Basically, every month I had to get a new extension. So, hey, come visit Korea. I have a friend. I would like to go there. I have a friend who is actually coming to Bali probably this week. Pen. He was our neighbor in Vietnam. Oh yeah. Ah, so my sister apparently loves. See, I forgot she even went there.
She hasn't gone yet, but she loves
Oh,
Korean
okay. Yeah, she loves the
soap
Korean shows.
and she
Yes.
wanted to go before pandemic.
Yeah. Okay, good question. I had that a lot because a a comparison video comparing Da Nang with Bali. So, okay, so this is my reasoning. I lived in Da Nang. Da Nang was very different from Saigon or Hanoi, which are the other two popular cities in Vietnam. All right. So Da Nang I consider where I used to live. Now I live in Bali. I'm not going to compare Canggu with Da Nang. Canggu is much smaller than Da Nang. Canggu is more like a neighborhood. Da Nang was the whole city. It's the third largest city in Vietnam. So and Da Nang has all those things. Like for example, in Da Nang, I can get to the mountain in 10 minutes. I can get to the waterfall in 20 minutes. I can go white water rafting in 20 minutes. I can go to the beach. I can go to the river within 5 minutes. I can do so many things. I can go to Hoi An 20 minutes away, basically. It's not really Da Nang anymore, but you see what I mean? Like in Da Nang, I can do so much. In Canggu, if I were to compare Da Nang and Canggu, there's not Canggu would never win that argument. In Bali, if I want to go to Uluwatu, that's a 40-minute ride. I can go there and find white sand beaches. I can go to a volcano 40 minutes away. I don't know how long it takes actually, but
2 hours.
yeah, 2 hours. I can go to Ubud in the mountains. So in order to do all the things I can do in Da Nang, I have to get out of Canggu. So I could not just take one neighborhood and compare it to the whole Da Nang, because Da Nang would definitely win that argument. So I take the whole island of Bali. See, I'm not comparing Indonesia. I'm comparing Bali, the island, to where I used to live in Da Nang. So I know it's not perfect, but when people are asking me, hey, do you recommend Da Nang, or they're not gonna say, do you recommend Da Nang or Canggu? They're gonna say Bali, because Bali, within 30 minutes, you can be in so many different places. I can be in Sanur, I can be in Uluwatu within 35 minutes. I can be in Ubud in 40 minutes. So yeah, it was only fair that I, compare the whole island to Da Nang. So hey, Atlanta Hawks in 6 against who? They're playing Miami. Oh, that's gonna be a good one. uh, yeah, I'm waking up at 6 in the morning tomorrow, Sunday. So it's chill day. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up at 6 in the morning to watch that game, Philadelphia versus Brooklyn. I love basketball. I play basketball. I was playing last night actually. So yeah. So if you're a basketball fan, if you are in Bali and play basketball, message me on Instagram. Maybe we can go play together. Yeah, actually, somebody just asked me to join a team today. Um, yeah, so please come to Thailand sometime. I definitely will. Uh, and huh, no, I don't think you needed to go to the States. Nope. What do I think about Java? I went to Jakarta, which technically is on the island of Java, but no, we haven't visited Java, the island, at all. Um, what visa are you on? I think I've mentioned that many times. The B211A. Are you interested in MMA? Not really. Not really. I did martial arts long time ago. I did Aikido, but MMA not really. Um, how's weather in Bali? It's not rainy. It's not that rain. It's not, yeah. It's not raining as much as it used to. So it's raining maybe once every few days now, and it's actually pretty nice. It gets pretty hot during the day, but the hot here is nothing compared to the heat in Miami or Vietnam. So it's still not that bad. Um, huh. Do you think life is much better in terms of price of accommodation and food, and also traffic jams when you first arrived compared to now with the influx of foreign tourists? Well, yeah, if I'm comparing it, 9 months ago when we first got here to now, yeah, it was much better. It was much better as far as prices and accommodation. But food, no, nothing's changed. I don't think prices of food will go up, but accommodation and bikes, yes. So Canggu is not too boring. Would you live elsewhere in Bali? Where else would you live in Bali if we did not stay in Canggu? Uluwatu, I would try. And Nusa Dua. Yeah, yeah. Nusa Dua, I love because they have the white sand beaches there, and it's pretty nice. Yeah, yeah, and it's swimmable. Like here in Canggu, one of the things I've said is the water is not the nicest. It's great for surfing because you get the waves, but it's black sand beach. It's beautiful in its own rights, but it's not that nice compared to a white sand beach or even a. So yeah, yeah. But in Nusa Dua, the water is actually very calm, and so I know people who take their kids there to swim, and their kids are in the water by themselves. It's really nice. So, um, all right. Mohammed said, "I'm cheating in the Q&A. No help from Christina." Well, hey, we've been together for 13 years. You get me, you get her too. We can't escape. When she's doing her live streams, people are like, "Hey, where's Ralph?" So I can't. I'm getting your help answering those questions. So say, hey, when you're doing your live streams, some people always ask, "Hey, where's Ralph?" So yeah, we're one now.
But we have different channels.
Yeah, but we have different channels. Christina has her channel called Christina Clesca, and this channel is Ralph Clesca. But you get a little bit of both once in a while. Hey. So, have you tried participating in Ramadan? No, but because I watch basketball, I saw that Kyrie Irving actually is doing it while he's playing basketball, which is very impressive. That has actually, this week I went to play basketball twice, and usually I would eat right before going to play. And this week, when I thought about Kyrie playing without eating all day, I decided to wait till after playing basketball to actually go eat. So I ate 3 hours later than I would normally eat because of the idea of it. But I don't know anything about Ramadan. But I probably will look more into it. And yeah. So, do you guys have mold problems here in Bali? Like, hey, I didn't see it as much. I see it some places that we've gone. I saw some mold on the walls, but not nearly as much as we did in Vietnam.
We have tomcats infestations here.
Tomcats are this bug that, man, yeah, it's this little bug that looks like a big ant, and if you crush it, the poison that comes out of its body is very toxic. Like you'll break out and you'll have and okay, actually,
We both have
I don't know if you can see.
Mine is still here. A little bit.
It's not
Well,
clear,
you can
but
see
you
it.
can see I have a thing here that's from a tomcat getting me a few weeks ago. Let me see if I can find a picture to show you. But yes, that thing, and we don't know when and where it gets you. We found it on the bed, so maybe while I'm sleeping and I roll over and I crush one, and then so it got me everywhere. Let me see if I can find a picture to show you guys. It's nasty. Like I had it on my face. Yeah. Okay,
there's
so here.
no water damage as much as Vietnam, but there is insects.
So this is what I looked like a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and it was under my nose. You can see a little dark spot here. Luckily, it didn't touch my eye because you can be temporarily blinded if it does touch your eye. So I was basically, Christina put garlic on my face to kind of burn that thing. But yeah, it's very, very dangerous. And when I looked it up, tomcat, I found out it's actually a thing. It's a poison. They make tomcat poison to kill like rats. It's a rat poison. They use the tomcat to make rat poison. So you can imagine. Yeah, so yeah. Man, today a lot more questions than last time. I love it. All right, so let me see how fast we're approaching 1 hour. Yeah, but it's not that big. It's like maybe this long. So let me go through this quick because we've already gone an hour and 10 minutes. So, all right, let's see. Um, hmm, that's okay. All right. So we have like 5 more minutes. Do you guys? What's up? Hey, creative K, Kenny. What's up, man? No, I am not currently teaching, um, but it's still possible. There are some companies.
I
Uh,
do.
there's Cambly. There's but no new teachers.
Preply, you can do it preply.
So, what's the company that you
All school and
no
preply. I
that you
work with
had
Magic
been
Ears.
okay? Magic Ears. So the I did not really work with Magic Ears that much, but the company that teacher like Christina had been teaching for the last few years, they still have not shut down completely, but they are still teaching the leftover students. But I don't think they're accepting any new teachers there. So I think the teachers that are still teaching on Magic Ears are still teaching because they were there. But I think once they have no more students, I think they might. I don't know what the plan is.
They're just not allowing new teachers.
Yeah.
Their existing
I don't know
teachers
if they
can
will
teach.
shut down eventually or
No, they're keeping it with the teachers that they have now. They're just not
yeah.
hiring new teachers. But other
Okay.
companies you guys can try is Preply and All School.
Yeah, so teaching is still okay. All right, so I think I've been focused a lot on the fact that the companies that we used to teach with have shut down, but there you can still teach English online. There are companies like Cambly, All School, and if you are in the West, Kenny, you can look into OutSchool. People are making good money with OutSchool. I'm talking $5,000 in a month with OutSchool because you can charge whatever you want, and you can have 5, 10 students in the classroom and you charge each one whatever you'd like. So whereas the companies that we used to teach with would pay you like $24 an hour, between 20 and 24. If you create your own curriculum on OutSchool, for example, if you are in the West, if you are in Canada and the US, I think you can work with them.
And if you're not, you can do All School.
So if you are in Canada or the US, you can work with OutSchool, and on OutSchool, you can create your own curriculum. Once you have that curriculum, let's say, for example, I wanted to teach English, I can create my own curriculum. It could be one class, or you can have, a thing that lasts like a whole month. Once you have that set up, you can charge, you can say, okay, I want 10 kids to be in my classroom. You can charge each kid $20. Okay, or $10, but that's $100 for that hour compared to the 20-25 that you would make with the other companies. So people are really making good money on OutSchool, but traveling, we cannot do it because you have to be living in the US for at least 6 months out of the year because they do some background checks. They take it very, very seriously. So you cannot, unfortunately, even as an American, can teach on OutSchool while being abroad for that long. All right. So if you are in the US currently, apply now so that you can teach when you start traveling. And All School, Christina wants me to let you guys know there's All School, which is another company that's kind of like OutSchool, that you can actually create your own curriculums and get as many students as you want. And basically, it's like OutSchool. It's like the little brother. Yeah, but it's for everywhere. It's not only for the US. So, all right. So for Bali, first-time visitors may have dengue fever, tomcats, Bali, belly. Yep, those are some things you can expect. Yeah. So if I had to choose 2 months to spend in Bali, which are the best? What are the best? Which locations? I don't know. I don't understand if you're talking about seasons or which I would say definitely I would say Canggu. I'd recommend you try that out. If you don't want all the activity, you want like more, you're more a Zen person than Ubud. But if you still want if you were into surfing or you just want something chill but still close to the beach, I would say Uluwatu. And Sanur, you can check it out too. In Sonora also, they have a lot more families that have been living there for 10, 20 years. Um, so somebody asked me, is there, this is Penn. So it is Penn. Okay. Well, so to your first question, Pan, as you know, in out here in Asia is not recommended. You can always find it, but you would have to be very careful because I hear stories about people who have found that stuff and have got into a lot of trouble. So don't recommend it. So you will be here on Wednesday. So Pen will be here on Wednesday. All right. You're welcome. Um, what kind of accommodation can you get for around 300 to 400 bucks? Look at my last video. That was a villa tour. You can see, Gregory, what kind of accommodation you can get. That's not a private villa. If you go higher, maybe like 500, 600, you could get your own private villa with your own pool, your own room, your own backyard, and everything. So, okay, would you still recommend teaching English on the ESL platforms? Yes. So just like I just said, uh, yes, you can still teach with some other those other companies. Cambly, All School, Out School. If you're in the US, there's Preply. There are different companies that you can still teach with. Um, hmm. Oh, okay, great point. So I'm not trying to rock the boat, but I'm a person of color and I'm from the US. I need a place to heal and be seen fairly. How will be viewed by the locals if I'm not being no? You will be, dare I say, worshipped. In Vietnam, we were like superstars. Like people walking in the street, like they would literally like ask you if they can touch your hair to see what it feels like. They would just like, they might not even ask you and just like pose with you and take a selfie so they can go show their family. They see you as a rare, like something they've never seen and they're amazed by it. There's no racism as far as like from the Vietnamese people or the Indonesian people. But the Indonesian people surf all the time anyway, so we're almost alike. So you will be right at home out here in Asia in general. I have not encountered much of that here. So, do you miss American food? Some stuff. Some I really miss Taco Bell. I miss Papa John's pizza. Ooh, Christina craves Doritos sometimes. Um, so Cambiz says, "Can I give a review of the Lost Creator Academy?" It's great. It's great. Programs are as good as your action. It has all the info you need. If you do it, you will get the results. So yes, I would recommend it. So any chance of a Da Nang video soon? When I go to Da Nang again, you will see one. Yes. Do you regularly get sick? So we're almost done here. All right. So, I think I lost that question. Do you regularly get sick from the food as you did in your first month, or is it fine? Yeah, I have not gotten Bali Belly since that 1 month period where I had it 3 times. I think it was that one location that I used to go to. I don't go there anymore. It's a Warung close to where I used to live. And I found out every time I went there, I got sick. So I stopped going there and I never had it after that. So, yes. All right. All right. Hey, Jenny. I'm Jenny is the cow that I always play with. Oh, so you're in Turkey. All right. I would like to visit Turkey one day. So we are almost done. Um, oh, Mohammed says, which 2 months are the best for visiting Bali? May, June, I would say, are great. Definitely, it's rainy season will be over by then, and it's still not that hot. May, June, July, August are all great. And then rainy season will start probably around September, November. So, all right. As a local, I guarantee we see you as guests. Feel free to come. That's right. So, well, I think it's a great place to end this. I will say hi to Jenny for you guys. Um, so we definitely went over here. I'm getting hungry. An hour and 20 minutes. But you want to say goodbye? Yeah, I'm gonna go
You want me to tell them to go?
tell them. Oh yeah, yeah. So um, for you guys who have watched my video, you guys can help me with this outro on YouTube. So, anyways, we hope to see you guys when you come to Bali. Definitely let me know. I have met a lot of people already in the last 2 months that have said, hey, I've seen you on YouTube," because now people are coming to Bali. So now I'm getting a lot more of that. So we hope to see you guys soon. And meanwhile,
Create a life worth living.
yes, make sure you create a life worth living, whatever that means to you. All right. If sitting at home eating popcorn and playing video games is the life you want, then do that. All right. I'm doing what I want. So see you guys. All right. Katrina, Gregory, see you, Pan. Hey, let me know when you get here. We'll see you. All right. Have a good night.